beautiful people, this is Polaris. Welcome to my channel. It has been 6 months since we started social distancing. A lot of us have been working from home or studying from home. Did you get into shopping hibernation as I suggested? Or did you become experimental with skincare products and makeups? To most of us who wears makeup knows that we spend an entire life searching for that perfect foundation mix, that magical eyeshadow, that glamorous mascara, you name the item. Since we have a lot of time on hand, I decided to make small clips of videos with different products, different finishings, and applications to help you along the way with that search. Today, I made 3 demo videos of different foundation products with different application steps and finishings. Hopefully, you'll find some information useful and meet your perfect match along the way. Let's get into the rounds, and after, we'll have a quick chat. Action! This is round number 1, and you can see we're in the natural setting of my personal washroom. There's no ring light, it's just pretty much mirror light, and I have 6 of them right on top, which gives pretty good lighting, but it's still very natural. First round, we're gonna start with, this one looks kind of orangey, but it's actually quite yellowy when it goes on. Texture is like creamy and consistent. Since we are using Korean product for today and we are using a full to medium coverage, I'm gonna apply a Korean base. This is from Sun by Me. See this? Brightening moisturizer. Almost like a makeup base. That's a lot. That changed the tint of my skin. Instantly, you can see my skin is 1 tone lighter. So we're gonna use this one. And I'm gonna do a dramatic move just so you know what I say. Can you see how full the coverage is? This is how I say it's a full to medium coverage. Depends on how you want to blend it out. There are 2 ways to do it. Is you can use a sponge. Just keep on tapping, blend it out from the very beginning. Directly using a sponge. Or you can do what I just did. Tap in most of the areas I want to cover. Then come in with a sponge and blend it out. Then touch a little on the neck if you need, because I did put the moisturizer on, so the tone wasn't quite different. All I need is just a quick couple touches to give it some coloring. One tip is when you use a sponge, make sure it's super moist. The next step is to give the natural color its dimension back. Because you can see my face is 1 color now, right? Even though the undertone is darker from the side, now with the medium to full coverage, that undertone is almost all gone. So that's why we will need, you can use a darker color foundation. I like to use this one because I don't need coverage for this area at all. All I need is to change the coloring, meaning contouring. I want to use the contouring as natural as possible to bring out the natural definition I had before I apply foundation. Let's do this. So this area is my darker area before we apply foundation. Some of people like to do a 3, so you can concentrate more for under the cheekbone. Just blend it out. Now the face already looking more natural, right? So you can see this area is 1 tone that transitioned. As for this, it's a different shape. This has more highlighted cheekbone and underneath. This is popular in Western makeup style. Beauty shots, a lot of people tend to like to do this and with more layering. And for natural look, I prefer this one just so it looks exactly like how my natural skin is supposed to be with a little bit of tailoring. So let's bring this in, bring it to what it was. Now you can see there is dimensions on the face, but very natural, right? When we choose foundations, we tend to put it in this area, but the problem is this areas tend to be the darker area on our face because the consistency of the skin. The middle area is always lighter. Sometimes we put highlights on to bring out the cheekbone, the middle features. Then we forget the natural base needs to be the most natural in order for you to show your natural beauty. We can tailor it, but I still want to look like who I am. For most of the time, I want to keep up to 80% of my natural feature, then add on to it. That's just the way how I like it to be. Sometimes we need dramatic makeup, but I think for every day, the more delicate your makeup looks, the more elegant you look. Okay, so we finished the foundation. If you want to be a little bit more picky like me, then you know there are other areas that we need contouring. We're contouring the nose to change the color, bring it back to the natural coloring. We are not doing this to do a full nose contouring. This is mostly the area we need to blend, and for this, you will need a firm one. This is part of face contouring. I say it again, not nose contouring. We have to come back in again to do the full nose contouring. The last step is to lock the color in. Okay, pressed powder, since we talked about it. I have two of them. One is natural, translucent, one is pearl shine. The color difference when I put them on are super subtle, but this one does have a lot of illuminating particles in it. So we'll do half face and you be the judge on which one you like. Can you see the difference? This side of the face look instantly brighter, right? This side of the face. They look quite similar in my front mirror, but if you look at it through the camera, it translates it one more time. So this area looks darker, this one looks brighter. This side looks more sun-kissed, this side looks brighter. You be the judge. Okay, I will finish with this one, so I have to go back and balance out the pressed powders. Now they look more symmetrical. Okay. So here ends the round one of foundation. I'm gonna do a full makeup and I will be right back. All set to go. I'll see you at round two. Round number two. And today we are going to do a different one. This is from Sun by Me. I'm gonna use a different type of product. There are a lot of companies produce this, but this one is special. It's called Killing Cover Moisturizer Cushion SPF 50. I will open it up for you to see. So, cushion foundation. And I use two different colors, like I say, how the side of the face has a darker tone and the middle of my face has lighter tone. Most people do have that difference. So I will use a darker tone, which is number 23 on the side, and a lighter tone in the middle. After, we'll go back and see if there's any contouring we needed in order to bring out the natural dimension of the face. I like to say this one is what I call a medium or mild coverage. And I just opened a new one so I can show you what exactly it looks like. See how quickly, how light it covers? This is what I call 100% perfect for my natural skin tone. It's like a layer of coverage on it. Oh, look close up. Remember the middle, there's nothing? We can see. It goes right into the skin tone and as if I'm not wearing anything. So medium to light because it still gives some kind of a coverage. Now for the middle, this is more obvious. I'm gonna go to number 21, which is a lot lighter. You see the edges? How this is different? And even though it covers, the coverage is very fine. It's a very thin layer of coloring, almost like a tinted moisturizer. I will do half a face so you can see the difference. Almost unnoticeable. Okay, I did half the face, and you can see the texture of the skin is still very similar. It's only a tint on the top of the skin. This one does have a little bit of shine to it, and we didn't use any foundation base for today because I wanted to show you how it looks exactly right on the natural skin. If we use makeup base, it will look different because this is supposed to be applied directly onto the skin when you want to have a quick makeup. Can you see? It's a very soft kind of tint onto the skin. I could have just say be done with it, but if I want my skin to look as natural as possible with my natural dimension, then I would come back with a contouring stick. So I will show you the full round before I start with my eye makeup. So same idea. See, this is easy to follow because I can already see the area of the tone. You don't have to. If you like the shine, it's very natural. It glows from underneath the skin, and you may perfectly be stay here. And if you want the makeup to stay longer, it's always good to lock it in with the pressed powder. Okay, here we are. And if I want to look natural, I just put a lip gloss on and ready to go. And especially if I want to be boyish, go for an exercise. Yep. So I will finish the makeup and I will see you in a minute. All set. So this is for round number 2. Well, I haven't really changed because I'm gonna wear this t-shirt when I go out today. And I will see you at the next round. Round 3 now, so it's almost a week, and let's do a skin condition check. 100% bare face, nothing, only moisturizer, not even tinted moisturizer. Today we're gonna do mild coverage or almost no coverage. Because of that, and also this is for super delicate makeup, I want to start with a foundation base, which is my favorite. Usually I do put this on every single time, Primavista. There are many brands out there. I emphasize this is so far still my favorite, and it is the top seller in Japan for many years. So I'm not sure if it works for Caucasian skin tone or black skin tone, because this does have a white tint to it, but for Asian skin tone or Asian skin type, this primer really works like magic. But it's very easy, just put the right amount. I don't even put it on the side, but for demonstration purposes I would do the full face. Let me just look side a little so I can see behind the camera and spread it out. And I focus on the T-zone mostly because that's where I get most oily, so it does have some kind of oil control and also illuminates. It does everything at once, fills the pore. Can you see? It takes out the unwanted overly shine tone to it, and it creates a very soft base. For me, I'll show you why I have to use this. Bend down, bend up. I have quite a lot of blood. It will flush right back underneath. And if your skin is thicker, or when you bend down and come back up, you don't have much of a change of the blood rush onto your skin, this may work even just as a base. You can wear this as SPF 20, I believe. Yes, SPF 20. And if you don't like foundation, this one goes on, you can go out. So for minor correction of the skin tone evens out, looks super natural, fills the pores. For girls who likes to work out and still want to look nice, this might be your choice just to put it on and done. Remember I said it's better to do two tones? So I actually bought this before because I tried the color on the side, then I realized the middle area on my face is a lighter tone. It's the well-claimed Giorgio Armani called Second Skin Makeup. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers and beauty bloggers have given high recommendation on this one. I will show you exactly the tone, but I think this one is truly, truly minimal coverage. And I usually just use the hand and blend it in. It disappears. So if you need coverage, or you have some scarring on your face, you can use this one as a base. It will definitely not be enough for a coverage. That's just the truth about this product. Another thing is this is not for long wear because it's super dry on the skin, and also it's silicone based, meaning if you wear it for a long time and if you have dry skin, it will get overly dry, and also after a while the silicone will start rolling down a little bit. And this is perfect for evening makeup. When you have an event you want to go to, you want your skin to look flawless, but the underlying condition is that you get your finished makeup done right before you leave the door for the event. So you cannot do this in the morning and hoping to go for an event at night. You will need to reapply your foundation or at least do a serious touch-up. Then I'll do the middle. I use my hand to apply, also to save the product. If you use a sponge, half of it will be absorbed or eaten up by the sponge. And if you use your finger also, because it's silicone based, it rolls nicely onto the skin. You can see instantly as the skin looks quite dry. I did apply a lot just to show you, even with such a thick coverage, a thick application, it's still minor coverage. Then, if you want, you can be like me, touch it up a little just to even it out. Super smooth looking after the finishing, right? But it doesn't cover. It's only like a tint. So if I bend down for a long time, let me bend a little lower, come back up. Can you see some flush of the blood? Like the coloring go right back onto my face. That is why I want to add here, I don't recommend using concealer for your coverage and go out, because if you sit down on the subway, you get up, you walk a little faster, our skin, we will get warmer, skin gets a little bit more pink flushed, then you will see white areas that's been covered and the other areas looking with quite flushed in pink. It's just uneven. So even if you want to put minimal makeup, it's always better to at least blend in everything with a very thin layer, so when your natural blood flows to the face, the skin tone is still evened out. The skin tone is still lighter if I want to bring in the stitching, and same 1, 2, 3 if I want a little bit more softer jawline. 1, 2, 3, 4. And next to the nose. If you wanted to look super matte, it's always okay to go in with a loose powder to set it. But since it's so dry, there are very, very small illuminating particles within this foundation. That's why it gives the nice glow when it's super matte. And if you want it to show through, you don't have to set it with a loose powder. But if you want it to last a little longer, you can always set it with a loose powder.
when putting on my eye makeup, I still recommend to set it a little bit just in the eye area because it tends to crease, and also with the silicone, it will roll a little bit. So if you set it, it works better than not. The other area, it's your choice. So we are done with foundation number 3. This is the minimal coverage. I'm gonna go finish my eye makeup, and then we will have the last quick chat.
Hi, welcome back. Now we've seen the 3 main finishings of foundation coverage, from full coverage to medium coverage to light coverage. I hope you're able to find one particular look that is to your liking. I wear different coverages on different days when I feel different for different makeup, so we all have different preferences. It's not that one is better than another. It's really what it suits you the most, what you like the most. For all the products I've used in this video, I've provided a list in the descriptions below for exactly where I have purchased them. Those are the products I use on a regular basis. None of them is sponsored, and the review is my personal honest opinion. So if you like, you can go ahead and make a purchase of the one you like, and if you have other sources for accessing them, go ahead and feel free, make your own decision. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to give likes and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.